Hello everyone, welcome back to Shikhara IAS Academy. So in our previous series, in this series we have discussed till minerals and energy resources. That part is complete. So today we are going to start with industries. So let us begin now. Before going into the topic, I would like to inform that Shikhara IAS Academy is starting Group 1, Group 2 and integrated Group 1, Group 2 batches from December 4th. So batch is starting on December 4th. In these batches, you will have complete coverage of syllabus, including the current affairs. You will have live classes as well as recorded classes, and you will get subject-wise tests for each and every topic of each subject. You will get a test. Then you will get full tests on the subject specific test you will get full length. Then you will get prelims specific. In the pattern of prelims, the complete test mock test will be conducted for you. Then in case of mains classes will be happening, answer writing classes will happen, essay classes will happen, and also complete test series for mains answer writing will happen. Subject wise sectional tests and also full length tests will happen on the pattern of the group 1 examination. And in this you will also get the required study material, handouts, etc. Then current affairs will be covered comprehensively, Indian and as well as Telangana current affairs. Then complete syllabus coverage will happen, prelims and mains. So this is one-stop solution. Apart from this, you don't have to go anywhere. Similarly, we also have classes for Group 2 and a combined course where all the Group 1 and Group 2 aspirants can prepare, where you will have both mains as well as Group 2 oriented classes, as well as the test series for regarding the Group 2 as well as Group 1 mains answer writing. Everything will be combined. Then we also provide mentorship batches for those students who are preparing on their own, to have a proper guidance where you will have one-on-one sessions with your faculty members who will be your mentees. You will have one-on-one sessions directly with the faculty members every week. Then you will have one-on-one session with Deepika ma'am every month. Then you will also get strategy sessions. You will get current affair coverage. Current affairs will be given to you. You will also have the proper complete test series for the examinations. So this is also starting on 1st December. So I want you all to register with the link which is below the video and start your journey with Shikhara IAS Academy. Now let's dive into our topic. So in an economy, there are different sectors. In an economy, there are different sectors. Like in a body, we have different parts. We have head, we have hands, we have heart and different organ systems inside our body. Similarly, economy also has different sectors in them. First sector is primary sector. In this primary sector, what are the activities which are happening? Agriculture and allied activities. So in agriculture we have cropping, in allied activities we have dairy, cattle rearing, sheep rearing, goat rearing, then dairy, buffalo, growing of buffalo for milk and all other products which will support the farmer's income. And allied activities will also combine fisheries. So such type of all activities which are related to agriculture are called primary sector. And in primary sector, we also have mining or extraction of raw material from the ground, from the earth. So it is also considered under primary sector because it is directly obtained from the nature. So they are connected to the soil. So when things are directly connected to the nature or directly obtained from the earth, we call them as primary sector. So all of these come under primary sector. Is it clear? Then we have secondary sector. Secondary sector is manufacturing sector. So where we are converting the raw materials to finished goods, finished products. So we might take raw material from primary sector, like we are taking iron ore. Then we convert iron ore to steel. So raw material converted to final product. In the secondary sector, we have some industries which produce something. So that product can be used as raw material for other industries. For example, one industry is producing steel, and with the help of steel, another industry is producing some machines. So all this activity happens in the secondary sector, where production is happening. Some product is getting manufactured. Some product is getting manufactured. Now we have tertiary sector. In case of tertiary sector, this sector provides services. This sector is also called service sector. So primary sector is based on agriculture, extraction of raw materials. Secondary sector based on manufacturing of products. Tertiary sector gives services like education is a service. I am not making any product here. I am just providing you a intellectual service. Whereas if you take transportation, it is transporting the products or goods from one place to another place. It is not manufacturing anything. So these are called services. Health sector, the doctor giving you consultation, prescribing you medicines, etc. That will be service sector. Whereas the pharmaceutical company which is making medicines, that comes under production. They are making some product, that is secondary sector. Whereas the doctors, nurses who are giving you services, who are operating on you, who are doing all those things, and hotels which provide hospitality services. So all these come under tertiary sector. Then we have two more sectors which are quaternary and quinary. What is quaternary sector? Quaternary sector is basically the research and development. Now, all these sectors, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector, all of them require research. Without research, people will stay in very backward technologies. With research and development only, we get latest technologies, we get proper procedures, methodologies. So without research, it is not possible. For example, in agriculture, we made high yielding variety seeds, high yielding HYV seeds, and through this we bought green revolution, which gave food security for India, which bought food security for India. This would not have happened if there was no research. To make machines, mechanization of agriculture. For mechanization, to make machines, the harvesters, all those machines, how are they coming? Through research only. Without research and development, how will they form? So we require research and development for primary sector. To mine, we require technologies. We are not able to extract many materials from the earth or from the oceans because of lack of technology. So how will we get that technology? Through research and development. Then in case of secondary sector, also we need technology, machines, etc. Whichever we are making products, we require research and development to advance them, to make them efficient, to make them faster, to produce more. Everything depends upon research and development. And tertiary sector obviously requires very high research because the technology is continuously getting upgraded. 5G, now it is going to 6G, there is Wi-Fi, internet connections, and the electronic equipment which are coming are so advanced nowadays. Within few years, within the last 50 years, if you see how much that service sector has changed, or how much the electronic products, etc. have changed. So to keep up with that system, to keep up with that competition, we continuously require research and development. So this R&D is done Specifically, it is has a different branch where people completely uh, give all their lives for research. So this sector is called quaternary sector. Then we have quinary sector. Quinary sector is nothing but those extremely high level jobs in governments or high level government positions where the core decision making is happening for the country. So, for example, we have the chief ministers, prime ministers, we have secretaries, we have IAS, IPS officers. So, these jobs are called these jobs come under the quinary sector. They are called gold collar jobs. We have white collar jobs, right? These are called gold collar jobs. Top government positions, top executives, etc., come under this quinary sector. So, these are your different sectors of economy. So, let us look into industries. We classify industries based on many factors. One second. We classify industries based on many sorts of classifications. For example, if we classify industries on the base of size, so how will we classify this on the base of size? We will look into the investment of or the annual turnover. Investment means what is the amount of money I am spending to establish a particular industry. So the initial amount, initially what is the amount which is required to establish that. So I might require to make an industry, I might require 10 crore, 100 crore based upon the industries. So at first I want that much amount that. Or we also look at annual turnover. Means the total production, the total value of production which is happening in 1 year. So if my industry is a car making industry, I am manufacturing cars. So let me say I am manufacturing 100 cars in 1 year. So value of one car is 1 lakh rupees. So how many lakhs I am getting? 100 lakhs. So this will be my annual turnover. This will be my annual turnover. So this will be how much? This is 1 crore rupees. 1 crore rupees is my annual turnover. So to classify industries based on size, I will take investment or annual turnover. Either I will look at this or that. So we have different types of industries in by size. We have micro industries, we have small industries, we have medium industries, or we have large industries. So how much investment is required? How much investment if I do? That will be called the micro industry. If I am making an investment up to 2.5 crore, up to 2.4 crore if I make investment, then that industry is called micro industry. Then from 2.5 to 25 crore investment means small industry. From 25 crore to 125 crore investment, it is called medium industry. If the investment is more than 125 crore, it is large industry. Or if I look by annual turnover, if I am getting up to 10 crore investment, then it is a micro. If I am getting from 10 to 100 crore turnover, then it is a small industry. If I am getting from 100 to 500 crore, then it is a medium industry. If I am getting more than 500 crore, then it is a large industry. So this is the classification by size. Then we also classify industries based on ownership. If the industries are owned by government, so government means what? Public. So the control is with public. Such companies are called public sector companies. Like we have BHEL, SAIL, many Maharatna companies, Navaratna companies or industries. Then private sector is owned by private people like Tata, Reliance. Joint sector means both government and private sector jointly own these companies or manage these companies like Oil India Limited, etc. Then we have another type of industries or companies called cooperatives, where many people come together, they pool their resources and establish one industry. Such industries are called cooperatives. For example, we have Amul, IFCO, etc. So this is the classification by ownership. We also have classification by raw material. Classification by raw material. So if I am using raw material directly from the primary sector or from agriculture, so those industries will be agro based. Like for example, I have a bread making industry, or I have some juice making industry, or I have some ketchup making industry, or I have some industry which is making jute bags. So all these industries are agri-based industries, agro-based industries, because they are dependent upon agriculture for their raw material. Then we have mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries, for example, steel industries require steel industries require what? Iron ore as raw material. So those industries which are using the minerals is called mineral based industries, and those industries which use marine resources, they will be called marine based industries. Those industries which require forest based products, for example, we have rubber industry. So rubber requires latex or the gum which is extracted from the trees, forests. So such industries will be called forest based industries. So is the classification clear to everyone? Please comment. Classification clear? Right, let us move to different factors which are affecting the location of industries. So if I want to establish industry somewhere, what are the different factors which I will look at to establish my industry in that particular location? So what factors will I look at to establish that industry? For example, the products which I am making, the industry which I am establishing, if it is a weight losing industry, means what? For example, I have a steel industry. So from where steel is manufactured? I have iron ore. I will bring this iron ore and I will manufacture steel. So now look at the product. Is the product bigger than the raw material? Is the product bigger than the raw material? No, it is not. It has lost weight. So these type of industries where the size is getting reduced, these industries are called weight losing industries. Weight losing industries, where the raw material size is bigger and when the finished product comes, the size is smaller. Now we have industries which are also weight gaining. Weight gaining industry. I have wheat flour which I bought from agriculture. Now in my industry, I want to make cake. I want to make cake. So now on this wheat flour, I am adding water, I am adding sugars, salts, I add some milk, I add cream. So many things I will add to this. And final size of the product will be bigger than the initial size. So these type of industries are called weight gaining industries. So first I have to know what type of industry am I establishing. Is it weight gaining industry or is it weight losing industry? If my industry is weight losing, then it will be nearer to the source of raw material. So weight losing industries, for example, I have to establish a steel plant. I have to establish a steel industry. Then I cannot bring this steel industry and establish in Hyderabad, because Hyderabad is big city. I will not bring steel industry and I will establish in Hyderabad. That is not happening. Because how will I bring the iron ore? I have to go to the mining region, from there I have to bring the iron ore. So that will be a bigger task. So those industries which are weight losing, they will be established near the source of raw material. So wherever we have iron ore mines, there you will have these industries. So all the steel industries in India, if you look at their location, they will be located near their source of the mineral. So wherever we have that mineral ores or mines, there you will find those industries. So if you know the location of the mines, you will also know the location of these industries. So mining minerals chapter is there, then industry chapter is there. So it will be easier for you if you combine both of them and study, because you will find these industries wherever we have these mines. Now in case of weight gaining industry, let us take the earlier example of cake. I am making a pastries or cakes. Now I get raw material from the agricultural field. I will not go to the village and I will not establish my bakery near the agriculture field, because no one will come and buy my cakes over there. So these weight gaining industries will be nearer to market. Weight gaining industries will be nearer to market, so that the finished products which are more in weight, they will be easily able to transfer to the market, so that it can be easily taken to the market and sold in the market. So these are two factors which define the location of the industry. In weight gaining we have sugar industry, iron industry, steel industry. In weight losing, in weight gaining we have soft drinks, cotton textiles, etc. Then we have power. Obviously power is one thing which is required for all industries. So in those regions where we have proper power, availability of power at lower rates, that also becomes a factor for my location of the industry. Wherever I will get proper power connection, I will establish an industry over there. Then another factor is labor. See, there are some industries or some companies which require high skilled labor. There will be some industries which require low skilled or unskilled labor. So, and all of those industries require cheap labor. So people who want skilled labor, they will establish industries in those regions where there is proper education, proper research, etc. is happening. So where, for example, we have urban regions, cities, where we have colleges, etc., where we have many people who are skilled. So in those areas, we'll have service sector like IT companies, etc., will be established over there. Whereas the unskilled labor, if they require, for example, if you see the textile industries, majority of them, all the global companies, they are going to Bangladesh and small countries, and they are establishing their plants over there. Why? Because in Bangladesh they are getting cheap labor. Earlier, many companies, MNCs, etc., used to establish their industries in China because the labor was cheap. Now the labor in China is also getting expensive, because of which the companies are shifting from China. So wherever there is cheap labor, companies try to establish their manufacturing units over there. So all these factors will attract or push away industries from one place or to one place. And what other factors? Availability of market and transportation of good, if there is proper transportation or not. If there is no proper transportation, how will I transfer my goods? Then we have different government policies. So governments provide some regions with a special economic zone category. So in those regions, if I establish my industry, I will have to pay less taxes, I will get some benefits, I will have proper infrastructure. So in such areas, people will like to establish their industries. So why are they establishing over there? Because of the policy of the government. So government's policies, taxes, etc. also determine where people establish their companies. Then we also have agglomeration economies. Agglomeration economies means where in one region we have different types of industries at one location. Because what happens is, for example, if I want to make a water bottle, so I am placing my industry in those regions where I will get plastic making industries also nearer. So people will make some pellets, small pellets, and those pellets will be taken to other industry and they will be blown inside and they will make bottles. And those bottles will be bought by the water plants who will manufacture who will purify the water and sell these. So when we have different industries in one place, the transportation cost to bring raw materials or to export the finished goods, etc., will come down. And also they will share the infrastructure. So that they will have less cost, they will have less burden, and also the final product will be bit cheaper so that people will buy them. So agglomeration economies will be helpful because they share infrastructure, there is a pool of labor, because when there is more industries at one place, people will come there to work. So they will get the cheap labor, etc. Then we have one more type of industries called footloose industries. What are footloose industries? These industries does not have any link with the raw material or the market. So they can do the same work from anywhere. For example, if we have IT sector, I give a proper building, I provide proper computers, I provide proper Wi-Fi, internet, then they can work from anywhere. So such type of industries where they are not linked with the location, they are not location specific, those industries are called footloose industries. So this concept of weight losing industry, weight gaining industry was given by Weber. So it is called Weber's least cost theory. Wherever I'm getting, I can produce things within the minimum cost, I will establish industries over there. That is called least cost theories. So there is material index where weight of raw material by weight of finished good is seen. So if it is greater than 1, the company is weight losing. If it is less than 1, the industry is weight gaining. So we have seen weight losing will be near raw material, weight gaining will be near the market. Then other factors like there is an isoteam. Isoteam is a line which connects the points from where I will have equal transportation cost. For example, this is a area where I have to transport my material. So from here also it will take same amount of money to transport. From here also it will take same amount of money to transport. From here also it will take same amount of money to transport. So this region, this line which I am connecting these three places is called isoteam. Or if I increase it and if I say that the cost of bringing raw material and sending the finished product, and here also the cost of bringing raw material and sending the finished product is similar. Here also bringing the raw material and sending the finished product is similar. Those places where the cost of bringing raw materials as well as sending the product is same, when I connect those regions online, it is called isodapane. So in those regions, people will try to establish their industries because it will be effective, affordable, and it will be beneficial for them. For example, if I establish an industry over here I'm establishing industry, I have to transport my product to this place, so it will take 1000 rupees. If I establish an industry over here, it will take 2000 rupees. So product cost will increase based on my transportation cost. So I will not establish industry over here, but I will establish here because the price is cheaper. So that is the concept. Then we have different regions in the world which are known for industries. North America, we have a Great Lakes region where we have all the Great Lakes. It will be easier to connect with Atlantic Ocean for transportation. In the California, Texas region, etc., Silicon Valley region. In Europe, we have Ruhr region in Germany. In UK, in Po Valley in Italy. In Asia, we have Manchuria region in China, and Tokyo, Osaka region in Japan, which are industrially famous. In India, we have 8 major industrial regions like the Gurugram, Delhi, Meerut belt, Chota Nagpur Plateau region belt, which is heavy industries region because there are more mines, minerals over here. Then Hooghly belt, Vishakhapatnam Guntur belt, Bangalore Tamil Nadu belt, Kollam Thiruvananthapuram belt, Mumbai Pune belt, Ahmedabad Vadodara belt. These are all the famous industrial belts in India. In case of Mumbai Pune belt, we have manufacturing industries like textile industries, chemicals, petrochemicals, engineering. In Hooghly region, we have industries of jute, tea, engineering, chemicals, paper, etc. In the Bangalore Chennai region, we have IT, software industries, electronics, automobiles, aircraft industries. The Chennai is called Detroit of India because of the manufacture of automobiles. In Gujarat region, we have textile industries, petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals. In Chota Nagpur Plateau region, we have heavy industries like iron steel industries, heavy engineering industries because they are rich in coal and minerals. In Gurugram, Delhi region, we have automobiles, electronics, light engineering industries, ready-made garments, etc. These are major industrial regions of the world of India. Then we have industrial corridors in India. For example, industrial corridors is where we are developing infrastructure by integrating high-speed roads, railways, etc., so that it is easier to transport raw materials and finished products, etc., to different companies or to ports from where we can transport things, we can export things. So such type of holistic development of these regions is called industrial corridors. We are connecting major industrial regions by these corridors. So there is industrial corridor starting from Amritsar to Kolkata, which is called AKIC. Then we have Delhi to Mumbai corridor. Then we have Chennai to Bangalore corridor and Chennai to Vizag corridor. So all these are major industrial corridors of India. So these are the topics which are important in the industries chapter.